The breast health sensor focuses on the risk of breast cancer as well as how to prevent it, and should it ever occur, how to treat it most effectively. Now, in the introduction, you can read up on the concept of breast cancer. In the summary of effects, you will find your own risk. And here, for example, again, you see the average risk section, which means that having a genetic variation that increases the risk for breast cancer is not uncommon. It's very common. So almost every woman has at least some of these genetic variations. So it's possible to have an average risk, so as many genetic variations as the general population on average has, or lower, which would mean your risk of developing breast cancer is lower than that of the average population, or it might be higher, so you have more risk genetic variations than others and a higher risk to develop it. Also, coffee has an influence on breast cancer in certain people that have a certain genetic variation. So in some people, if they have this genetic variation, 2 to 5 cups of coffee can delay the time of onset of breast cancer a few years, 7 to 9 years. And this only happens if a certain genetic variation is present. If this is not present, then coffee does not have any effect on delaying breast cancer. So this is also very interesting. So in this column, if you're here, it does not have any effect. If you're down here, it means that it will be beneficial for you to drink more coffee to delay the onset of breast cancer. Now, if you click on prevention, here you will get your own personal recommendation based on your genetic risk. So do read through this, do follow these recommendations. It tells you how high is your risk, how can you change your lifestyle to reduce it, and also very importantly with cancer, how can you detect it early, because most cancers, if they're detected early enough, they can be very effectively treated, and then they are quite often not a problem. So early detection as well as preventing the occurrence altogether, you will find in the prevention section. And if you should ever develop breast cancer, there is also a list of the effective drugs that can help you treat breast cancer or its symptoms more effectively, and that you will find in the effect of relevant drug section.